That's right, people. We are back again for another Bad Dating Chronicles episode. And once again, I got another person. They're going to be reluctantly to tell us about their bad dating experience. So I would love to welcome a personal friend of mine. She is also a podcast host of her own podcast called The Potty Mouth. So I would love to welcome my guest, Miss E Class.
What up? What up? What up?
What's up, girl? How you doing?
Living, surviving, chilling.
Yeah, we all are. We all are. Well, welcome to the show of Bad Dating Chronicles. Thank you so much for joining. So, the floor is yours. Tell us about your bad dating experience.
Where do I start?
You be from the beginning. So,
me and this guy, whatever, we were dating and everything. We had gotten into an argument the night before, so got tired of all that fussing and stuff. And so I decided, like, hey, let's go out, and have some tacos and have some drinks or whatever, just kind of settle things. And we walk in, everything was nice and everything. We were still chatting about, a little bit about what we were arguing about and everything. And we were all calm, cool, and collected. And he was so nice when he walked in. He was so nice to the older ladies at the table. I mean, a straight gentleman. I was like, who the fuck is this person? So I didn't pay it no mind. We sit down and, they brought us our food and we got to eat. And maybe like no more than 15 minutes, like the argument started again. And I was just trying to explain to him, like, let it go. I understand. And I was just telling you, like, what you did not look right, okay? Like, let's drop it and finish our meal. And he kept on going and on about it. And so I had to kind of explain to him and bring up hypotheticals to help him understand what I was trying to say better to him. And he didn't like the first one I came up with. And he went off and, like, embarrassed the fuck out of me. Like, he turned into somebody I didn't even know. And so I just called the lady over and I was like, hey, I'm ready to go. Like, I want to go. And he had the nerve to even ask for to-go boxes. Like, ain't nothing ever happened. I'm like, I don't even want my food. I'm like, I'm just paying for both of our meal. I should have just paid for mine and left, but I didn't. But I stormed out of the restaurant in tears and crying.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And we were driving and he got into my face. Like, he was like this, like so close. And I just, like, it's not funny. We almost got into an accident, but it's just like, when you're in somebody's face like that, you might as well put your hands on them. So I felt threatened at that moment. So I had to do what I had to do, So yeah, I don't know why I didn't leave him alone, but I didn't.
It was a dick, wasn't it?
No, it really wasn't. It wasn't. I just, how we just be like giving people the benefit of the doubt, like, oh yeah, we argue, we fight, and that's what I took it as. And then one day it turned for the dang worse, and yeah, he busted into my house. I just moved into this area. He busted in my house. I'm back there, putting things together in my room, like cleaning up, but I didn't hear nothing because I had my music playing. He comes through, and next thing I know, he corners me in my room talking about, bitch, I thought I told you to leave me alone, and just going off on me. And I'm just like, oh my goodness. So long story short, it you know what I'm saying? My child ended up calling the police or whatever. And about 3-4 days later, they ended up picking him up and all that other stuff. And his mother, which made it worse, she was harassing me, trying to get me to drop all these charges against them. But the state of Ohio don't play about, DV. So it's not up to you whether you want to press charges or not, So yeah. It was a whole thing with his mom just harassing me. Like, my mom got upset. She wanted to actually call her herself and cuss her out. So yes, that is with one guy, all with one guy, and it was terrible. It was a mess.
I got nothing I usually do, but at this point I got nothing. Even to
He
say,
still try to be friends with me today, talking about you want to come over and smoke with me. Like, dude, no.
should you would have blocked him a long time ago?
I should have. I should have, but I thought it was settled because I didn't. He didn't contact me. I didn't contact him, so it really wasn't no need to, do all that because it was like he was out of the picture. So I just felt, I don't know. Maybe that's what I need to do. I need to start blocking and deleting people more.
Hmm. And
But
then
yeah,
try dating white guys.
you are very funny. You're very funny.
I mean, because even remember when I was there and we even went out and we was talking. I was like, "Yeah, E, you should date white guys," and you said the same thing before as you're saying now. So maybe you need to switch it up a little bit, just a little
I
bit.
mean, yeah, I could switch it up a little bit, but he still need to have that, yeah, melanin. Like you
I
know,
mean, he'll have
I
melanin
just,
once
I
you
just
turn off
love,
the
I
light.
just love
So
black men.
he'll be
That's
black. I mean, I'm sure you'll have some type of flavor. He'll probably have black ice in his car, so that's enough.
no, shut up. But no, I'm talking about like maybe Haitian or African. I like my African,
No,
you
no,
know,
you don't want to date.
Jamaican,
No, nah, them.
something.
Nah, you need to do the other side of the coin there. I
Yeah,
understand what you
I'm
mean,
good.
girl.
I'm good. I mean, hey, maybe it's. I don't knock people for doing it, but I'm not that adventurous. I'm sorry.
I get that, girl. Trust me, I do. But just even the conversations we've had, it's just like every time you turn around, you have some type of issues.
Yeah,
Some
I
type.
do. But my thing is, I don't think that every black guy is a bad guy. That's what like there's somebody out there for me. I
Maybe he's
mean,
just not in Ohio.
yeah, maybe just not in Ohio. Or maybe I'm just picking wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I see the red flags and I be wanting to go have fun. You know?
That's probably it. So,
So,
in dating, I ask you this: in dating, what is your list?
what, like my good list or my bad
Qualifications.
list?
It's just your qualifications when it comes to a guy.
Um, I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna say the cookie cutter answer, of course. I mean, of course you gotta look, nice. You can't have a big head. So no, let me be real here. But just somebody who's well-rounded, respectable, got a good head on his shoulders, reads, cares about his health and his well-being,
You got to
and
read.
just intelligent, just an all-around, decent fella.
She said they gotta
Respectable.
read.
What'd you say?
I said you said they gotta read. That's kind
Yeah.
of uncommon nowadays. Most niggas don't know how to read.
Oh, with pretty feet.
Okay.
I mean, they ain't got to be pretty, but they got to be decent feet. Because I mean, that is touches my love language. And like after a hard day, I like to, sit down and chill on the couch and, rub your feet. So yeah, I don't want to be rubbing no crusty critters.
None of us do. So
Yeah.
this list that you're asking for, can you do it?
Oh yeah, I can do it. I am doing it.
Okay. So you don't have no crispy critters yourself?
Oh no, they big. I got some big feet, but they ain't ugly.
I'm just asking because it's like everybody are making these superficial lists and they want someone to be of it, but they're not of it themselves. So it's more like what you ask for, can you mimic or even do?
Yeah, of course. You know. Oh, and
'Cause
they also gotta love music. They gotta love music. Forgot about
what if
that one.
what if they're deaf?
Mm, then that's fine. I mean, deaf people are cool. I'm just saying they are. I mean, like, hey, teach me how to sign. Like that, and that's one thing I like. In a guy, like you got to be able to show me something or put me on to something. Like teach me something. Not saying that I'm dumb or anything. You got to teach me everything, but just you know, introduce me to something that you've learned or that I may not know. Like that's interesting. I don't want to talk about the same old boring sports and just dumb crap. Like I don't want that. I'm a fool for deep conversation.
Well,
You
I
know?
mean, if you want deep conversation, and good looks, there's always Corey.
Mm, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Nah, I'll stop. I'll stop. Because people don't even know who we're talking about, and I'm not going to put y'all's business out there like that. So I keep it to myself.
Thank
Hmm.
you.
Yeah, no problem. No problem at all. But still, and I'll ask you a couple more questions before I let you go. So, just in your dating experience, what has almost been like the good and bad, over these last couple of tries that you've been on? That's really say, oh, I have hope, but then other stuff has happened to where you'd be like, oh, I'm just not too sure.
Um, I'm gonna say the good thing is that I been introduced to certain things that I didn't know I would enjoy or that I didn't know I would like. Um, and just meeting new people. I don't know how else to put it. I mean,
Just like
yeah,
that.
yeah. I just had some good experiences. Put it like that. Like and then I had some bad experiences, and that's what gives me hope because the other side of it is sunny. And every guy that I've been with, it hasn't been terrible. So
Hmm.
that is what keeps me holding on. And some of the bad things that happen is some of my fault too. Because, like I said, I see the red flags and I'm ready to party. And
But
I
why does
know, I
that?
know, I know better, but it's just like, oh, I can handle myself. I can handle it. I just want to have a little fun. And then
Yeah,
I end
but
up,
why does it have to be a driving to where you see something bad and you still want to keep going? Maybe that should be an absolute warning as to
yeah,
stop, don't pass go. So,
yeah. But I mean, sometimes you can be a little hard headed when want to have fun and just, and it don't always end up that way. I mean, hey, I'm pretty sure you understand where I'm coming from.
oh yeah, I do, I can fully, but still, there's something that says, oh no, it's not happening. Like for example, I had talked to a guy and he was overseas and he dated, and there was that like first impression to where it's like, oh,
Mhm.
this looks good, but then as you get closer and closer, you see that it's not all gloss and rainbows. So you just
Right.
want to like stop and like, okay, let me turn around. So it's just more like when it comes to like we as people dating, we try to do this thing. There's some type of red flags that do come about that we should just heed the warning and be like,
Hmm.
nope, this shouldn't happen. And
Yeah.
especially for you being you, knowing, we being friends, and I know you outside of this, like you gotta almost like be very meticulous, I want to say, about who you entertain.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely understand that, but I just feel like it's once you're deep in, you just it's hard to get out. Like the first guy I was telling you about, well, the guy that I was telling you about, like it was like I noticed little shit here and there, but it was just like, well, you know, I don't have nothing to do. I'm lonely, so why not? I don't know. I was just too far in. Like I said, I thought I would be able to entertain it for a moment, and I was able to handle myself once it, got too deep. But I end up getting got, you know. So
I feel
yeah,
that. Yeah,
shouldn't
loneliness will
definitely
do
not
some
play with
things to
fire.
you. No, you shouldn't, because loneliness will do some things to you that you'll regret later on. So
And that's exactly what it was, being lonely. Yep.
get a cat or a dog.
Mm-mm. And I see that's the thing. Like I can't. I'm not able to. I don't. I'm not at home enough.
Ah, yeah. All right. All right. Okay. Well, I'll ask you this for those who will be watching. Just say you as a woman and black woman, just what things you should and should not be doing when it comes to settling, because that's almost what it sounds like.
The thing that you shouldn't be doing is ignoring red flags. Like when you see something or you feel something in your gut, just go with it. Like, stick with it. Like, I don't care, because giving people a chance could harm you in the end. Like,
Mhm.
get out before you get sunk in. You know what I'm saying? And trying to fight your way out is no.
Okay. Okay. And so please, and we never got a chance to talk about this. So I know you shifted from the kickback with E class to potty mouth. And I want to bring a little bit light to that. Why did you do that?
I just thought the kickback wasn't really original, and
Hmm.
I don't know. It just I didn't put no thought into naming my podcast. I just came up with something because I had the idea of starting a podcast. I just didn't know what to name it, so I just came up with something real quick and catchy, and then I got to thinking like, I don't like that. So that's why I changed it up.
And so how's that going for you? How was your year in review?
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm liking my numbers that I'm seeing. Just
Hmm.
keep on growing and growing.
Absolutely. Well, I'm still a fan and still a listener. I still check in with you. So, and
I
that's why.
appreciate
Oh, of course. You know it's all love. It's not fake over here. You know that firsthand. So,
you. Hmm.
well, thank you for sharing your bad dating experience. I'm sorry that it ended in a DV case, but hey, at least you didn't end up dead. So,
All right.
I'm not trying to say that like that, but
I know.
it's almost like most things like that happens
I
that
mean,
way.
but sometimes, yeah, yeah, it could end that way. So, ladies, be careful. Don't ignore them red flags. Okay, if you start acting crazy from the jump, get out of there. Get out of there.
Absolutely. And so, how can they find you, E?
You can find me on Spotify wherever you get your podcast. You can follow me on Instagram at potty_mouth83, and you can go ahead and click that link, and it will take you to all of my socials.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, E, for joining me and telling me about your bad dating experience on BDC. It was really enlightening, and I'm like, damn, I didn't even know the story. So like, more has happened. I need to check in with you more just to get more stories.
Right.
So you take care, E. Thank you so much, and
All right. You too.
you try to stay single out here until you really get taken up.
Oh yeah. Trust me.
All right, you take care, girl.
All right. Good
All
night.
right, later. Yes, people. So that was another episode of Bad Dating Chronicles where I had my guest E Class, and she told us about her bad dating experience. It's always lovely, and especially when it comes to a woman in these times of DV, because it's out here. Men don't know how to take no for an answer. And also on the flip side, sometimes women don't know either. But still, you got to do what you have to do in order to survive however you possibly can. So, this has been another episode of the Bad Dating Chronicles on YouTube. If you like what you saw, go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel right down below. So this has been another episode. I am your host, Will. I was joined by E Class from the podcast Potty Mouth. Make sure you go check her out. All the links will be down in the description below, so you can go ahead and hit her and see what she got going on. So y'all take care, and I'll talk to y'all all soon.